Hi guys, this is the duration of the previous video and I need you to know what you really should do if he waits before launching the attack. But don't worry, one simple move can make a huge difference, but things can work in favor of white with the proper steps. And let's see. Like we discussed, pawn to 5-4 is correct, and you don't really have to worry about anything because bishop withdraw won't happen, right? This diagonal is now completely shut, so he has to do something else. And also, like I told you, as long as the silver stays here, this pawn push is okay, because if he keeps going, you can just take it, right? Like this. After bishop tries, he would drop it on 3-1, but then you can calmly play pawn to 6-5, aiming to drop your bishop right here to harass his rook. Since he has no pawn, it's going to be difficult for him to defend, so it's not a good line for black. So this pawn push is fine. Next option would be, of course, pawn to 3-5, but this time your pawn is here, right? So there is a great counter move for white. You can just take it, silver develops, then you can push this pawn to save it, then open up the diagonal. Like before, he has to accept it, then he sacrifices his pawn, right? If silver develops, you can just dodge, like I showed you. If he drops a bishop instead, then you can drop yours to attack this silver. If he keeps going, he steps into your trap, because you have two pawns, so you can launch succeeding pawn drop tactic. Pawn to 2-7, then pawn to 2-6. This pawn is protected by your bishop, right? So he's in troubles. If he moves back with his rook, so he will lose silver, so he needs to keep going, but then you can take his rook, promote this pawn. If he takes your rook, then bishop recaptures. You can keep this a beautiful shape. Then you also have promoted pawn in his camp, so clearly white is in a better shape. So all the way back to this position, since this pawn push rapid attack won't work, so he will develop this silver instead. So this is called silver 4-6 rapid attack. This was also popular many years ago, but that's okay. Knowing proper techniques, so you will be fine. Which is silver to 4-3. So he's trying to attack this square. It's good idea to protect it, right? And what happens if he starts attacking? And this is going to be also a great and famous tactic, which is rook to 3-2. It's also a good move to reinforce this file because he's attacking it. He would take this pawn, then silver recapture. And black has two options here. One is rook to 3-8, direct attack against your silver. And you can calmly open up this diagonal to fight back. This counter pawn push is great because you are offering bishop trade and attacking this silver at the same time. So the things can get pretty harsh, but it's going to be fine. He has to accept the trade. Rook recaptures, and if this silver goes to the left, then you can offer rook exchange. He accepts it, then uses pawn tactic to make you lose the balance, but it's okay, you can simply take it. After this rook drop, silver drops back. If he takes this knight, there is a cool movement for white, which is bishop to 1-1. Since he only has bishop and knight, so he doesn't really have much options here. If the dragon just runs, he will lose his lance, right? So he would drop his bishop, but you can simply take it. Rook, dragon recaptures, then this time you can drop your bishop on 4-4, forking the dragon and the lance. Then white will be fine. And all the way back to this position, he can also drop the bishop on 8-8, ignoring this silver. This time you can take this silver, and he will take your rook. Then knight recaptures. If he takes your silver, then gold develops in order to protect this one, and he needs to move back, but then you can drop your bishop first, and you just can force him to use his material to defend against this diagonal, so he has fewer pieces in hand. Then you can drop one another bishop on 2-7, and again he needs to move back. Then you can promote this on 4-5. This is also a famous line described in many Joseki books, and all of these books state white is going to be better. He would drop his rook right here to force you to use your silver to protect this gold, but that's okay. This drop is actually welcome, and he needs to run. You might wonder why not promoting on 1-1, right? That's because this square is looked by your bishop, right? So if he promotes his rook on 1-1, then you can play knight 2-5, forking his rook and the dragon, so he actually can't promote here. So this is the right square, but you can simply promote your pawn. He will take it, then you can harass his silver. He moves forward with the silver, then horse takes the pawn, attacking this knight, so he needs to protect it. Then again you can kick the silver. If he takes it by the silver, then you can drop this pawn on 3-8 in order to win the silver. So instead he would kick your horse, but then horse goes to 6-5, so he still cannot take this pawn because this square is looked by the horse. So he would kick the horse once again, but then this time the horse would moves away from the diagonal, but that's okay. If he takes the pawn, then horse goes to 4-5. It's a check, right? And also you are attacking the silver, so you will be fine. Alright, back to this position. Since rook to 3-8 wasn't so great, so he would push this pawn before he moved this rook to the side. So there is a reason. And right here, this time you need to drop this pawn right here before you open up this diagonal. Then you can offer bishop trade. Then he drops the bishop just like before. Then you can take the silver, right? And after the bishop promotion, you really shouldn't take this back, because if you do, he would take the silver. After the gold develops, then you can, then he can take this pawn. This is the idea of the pawn sacrifice. So you really can take the same route, and instead of recapturing the horse, silver to 4-5 is a good idea. This seems really odd, but it's really great, because if rook runs, then you can take the horse. Now this silver is protected, amazingly protected by the knight, so he can't take this, right? So instead he will take this knight. Then silver develops to 5-6, leaving a possibility of bishop drop on 5-5. Also you can promote a pawn on 4-7 to make his defense a little more ugly. You have more options, and dragon is in a bad position and it's not working great, so white is better here. Alright, this is the end. Since his king is closer to the battleground, white can be better once effective piece maneuver is done. And now you know the secrets to do so. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will answer as much as I can. And as always, thanks for your support. Bye now.